As a co-director for the project, I believe my best scene in the entire movie is we are actually the boys who are playing football, and the son of Cabo, which is Amidu, went there. He wanted to be picked to play among them, but the one of them that was in charge of picking the team, he did not pick Amido.
You cancel. You cancel.
Hey, Sam, you pick me.
You play with your papa can always beat him, so you need play. You can beat you.
The Ami said, why, man? Why you don't want to pick me? He said, no, your dad's always beat your mom. We don't want him to come and beat us. So it is so emotional, and it has a lot of message around it, and that it has a strong message. So if you are a parent, you are a father that's used to beating your wife, you have to learn a lesson that it's telling on your child. Even in school, they are playing ground, and everywhere they go. Yes. Most times, their colleagues have to marginalize them because of the character of the father or the parents in general at home.
My best scene, it's where one of the police officers is chasing one of the kidnappers, the tough one. Understand it? If we don't carry, you don't see man on turn now. Because when they run, you don't see a small guy. You don't run in the night tonight.
See him already of this officer.
As you reach what? As you reach
this officer, they can't chase this man.
Well, I'm a guy who likes humor. I like things that makes me laugh. But you see, it's interesting that he's chasing the guy, and then the guy eventually turns and he's already afraid, and he had to he had to run back. And what's more interesting is the way he was calling, back up, like, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's funny, but then
back up, back up, back up, back up, back up.
It also tells you about how people can take advantage of people's weakness. I mean, the top guy knows he can beat that policeman regardless of the authority. So, he was taking his chance, though. My challenge is to play the character in the first place is that I'm a guy, naturally as a person, I do not like to abuse women. Like, I'm a woman emancipator. So, playing a character that has to bully someone, generally speaking, or specifically bullying a woman, his wife, it was tough for me because I'm an emotional person. So knowing that, of course, when I'm acting, I actually put myself into characters. That is also a whole difficult process, but I've been able to do so. It affects me as a person, seeing somebody bullying someone.
This one cool, What is it? My wife. No, officer. The same thing. Playing the character as a van driver and at the same time directing the movie was a very tough one for me.
He's not even picking his call, man. I don't have more time to waste there. We need to go. He'll meet us in Freetown.
Very tough one for me. First of all, I don't know how to drive manual.
Let me tell you.
And the van, I've said it already, you don't need to say it for me. I don't know how to drive in manual vehicles, and the vehicle was a manual, and it was really difficult for me. Sometimes the DOP want me to move the vehicle for myself. He wants me to park the vehicle for myself. It was very tough. Oh. I have to forcefully do it at times. Sometimes I say, no, I don't want to try it. Let's just stop it.
My best scene is when the Kecha Kecha guys, locally known as the kidnapper guys, when he first catch me, then carry me like a small baby on top of his shoulder. I was really enjoying that part when the guy was running, book. That was really fun for me. I was every little bit. I really enjoyed that part. And the challenges I face is when the rain is coming. You know, I was really feeling shivering. I was feeling cold. That's too cold. I've never felt that cold before. You know, lying under the rain, as if, and when the kidnapper guys are trying to slice Amadou throat, Amidou throat. So I was feeling that too cold. My best moment is not in the swim, but like the scene, you know, is when they prepare food for us, they cook, you know, they make me feel satisfied. I then feel my stomach to the way it looks to be. So I really, but not in the film, so I really enjoy that side.
As for me, it's the time that I used to spend with Uncle Ben and Uncle John. That is my moment.
My best scene in the movie is where Hassan took the role of advising Kagbo, you know, like that is in the tailor shop area. I think that's my best moment. That's my best scene, actually. I do love that scene, the way Hassan was advising Kagbo to take his time.
So what's going on?
I suspect Sarah is having an affair. You see?
I knew it. You're here to snoop on your wife. This is not good for your relationship. Your wife is a very popular tailor with many customers. You have to understand that.
You see?
And also, another best part of it was in the house where Sarah was locked in the house, and then Kagbo came out, you know, like the way Kagbo was frowning his face. I think I just look at Kagbo and say that, okay, I mean, it makes me to reminisce something in the past. I was just saying that, this guy, I mean, maybe small, maybe like this is the way he was acting. The way Kagbo pulls out his eyes and his facial expression is really mad for the movie. I think Kagbo's facial expressions really tells the story. So that's my best scene, actually.
As a coming up with on this particular set, let me say we have a problem of the gears. Just like what the DOP was saying, the gears, we have a lot of gears problem. Because one, the weather condition of this particular project is rainy season. And supposed to have a lot of gears. You can protect the camera itself and other things, like taking off the slide, gimbal, tracker, all of those things. But yes, still, even though there was not, most of those things were not around, but yes, still, we took our shot.
But I think we came across a whole lot of challenges in the movie. Yes, per se. Actually, because one, we were bugged up with lights. I mean, like the way we wanted the light was not that, you know, as to how are we to shoot it. Not that really we don't have the equipment. Like we have the little gadget that we have in our possession, like the lights, the camera, and those sort of stuff, camera lenses, all of this stuff, which is we have the 85, we have the 50, we have the 25, we have the 35mm lenses, and these are all prime lenses, working on lenses. So I mean, we were okay with that, but we were having some challenges, which is as to how to take some of that shots, which we are not having a gimbal in our midst, and also there's no dolly in our midst. So sometimes, like, we have to restrain ourselves, like we have to go the extra mile, like we do it in our own African way. Like we took the camera, like my man here, there was a scene where he took the camera and then slide it like from left, like from right to left, like from left to right.
When are you ready?
I can see there's much more challenge playing my character because it's something that I used to play. Yeah, it's something that I'm known for, like playing this kind of characters. Yeah, but it was the what I was like expecting, like the normal type of movie that we used to do in Sierra Leone, which like you know, you just use one location around. you know, getting locations for this particular movie, you know, going to different locations. Some location we have to, you know, trek, like to work distance, because this is what the directors wanted. Like, so I had to do it because this is, you know, this set is different from the normal set that we used to. So that's a challenge, like, because I'm like, I'm coming from another set, coming back to the set, you know, my body's get tired and all that. So, but it's good. It's a challenge, but it's good as well, because at the end of the day, something is exceptional. It's not like the normal thing that we used to do in Sierra Leone.
Yeah, and this is a challenge. But generally, as a production, I think, you know, dealing with directors who are highly demanding, expect a lot from you, asking a lot from you. Of course, they are very, you know, they're kind, they help you out with your performance, but they also ask a lot from you. And also, you know, shooting under quite difficult wet weather. This is rainy season, the movement and stuff like that. It's already difficult. But then as a producer, I mean, one of the executive producers as well, you know what that means, shooting in humid weather condition, and looking at finance. We had delays and it cost us more and stuff like that. Yeah.
After I lost my child, Amidu, and I was so emotional, and my husband came to console me. The best thing, because I was so emotional, like naturally, the tears came out so naturally, and the directors were saying, wow, I like this thing. So I think that's why, and my husband and I were so connected.
Me or Cargo?
Sorry, Cargo and Cargo and Sarah are so connected. One of my challenges were directors will say, get ready for these sets. Example for emotional sets where I will have to cry. And after being emotional, you will tell them to start and they'll say, wait. And sometimes you go out of character. That was one challenge. And another challenge outside the set is the time. Sometimes all of us will be on set and then it will take just 1 or 2 people to come on set. You'll have to wait for them until ages. And if they don't come, shooting will not go on. So I think those are 2 main challenges. Gender-based violence, sometimes people think it's just women that are the victims. It's possible that men are the victims as well. Though this one was perpetrated as women being victims. And of course, the child trafficking, human trafficking. We see where the kidnappers kidnap the children. That was children, because some it is actually, in fact, there was one adult, I think. So it's a very good thing that the production is focusing on stuff like that. It's behind the scenes, excuse me, where one of the GOPs, I don't know, Diago, so because there are many GOPs. He will be teasing the producer to turn against me. Actually, it's fun though. It's not something that I will take personal. It's fun, but those are moments that I really, really enjoy. So those are my best moments. They are behind the scenes actually.
It's like they are chasing us.
Yes, they are. We need to speed, man. Speed up.
I want to have my contribution, my discoveries as a cinematographer doing this particular project, Kecha Kecha. I want the world to abreast their story. So I think that is why the lines did not only tell the story, but the shots as well do tell the story. So this kind of discovery, way of doing things in this particular part of the world, West Africa, Sierra Leone to be particular, I think this movie will make a hand deck for the people to give an applaud for it, and they will appreciate it so much, based on our compositions, the camera angles, like the way we set up our FPS, which is frame per second. Like some parts, like you will see, like okay, we have to change our FPS, which is frame per second. Like okay, where Sarah and a bike rider where they were struggling, you know, like in the water. So for us to see that kind of, the way we see this, the splashing of the water vividly, so we have to change the frame, the FPS to like 60 frames per second. You can see the desperation, and also the not only the story or the lines of the character, but also the pictorial aspect part of it can say it all out. Okay, I mean, the way we took our shot tells the story. So I see this movie in another part of the world which people really appreciate immensely.
The movie Kecha Kecha, it's about a story that addresses gender-based violence. In this case, when a man is the perpetrator, and also human trafficking, you know, where you see kidnapping and you know, on the road stuff where people try to you know, they abduct humans, I think for rituals and stuff. Sometimes it could be for sexual exploitation, sometimes it could be for some other reason, but I think this is a sensitive theme. It's happening right now in our society, especially in Sierra Leone. It's on the rise, yeah. And so I think I feel good to be part of a project that addresses such kind of themes, you know, gender-based violence. It's really difficult, and it's making society very, very much not so good for humans, you know. I mean, it's not only when men also are perpetrators, but it can also be women being perpetrators, maybe on children, or maybe on, you know, on men as well. But yeah, I mean, I just love that I'm part of a project that addresses such kind of themes. It's on the rise, and we need to stop. We need to understand that gender-based violence and human trafficking is just against humanity. And humanity is mankind's greatest gift from God.
Are you ready to talk now? Answer me, damn it!
You need to stop, cause women are blessed in disguise. No matter the status, always for they treat them nice.
Are you ready to talk?
Savior in every fight. We for help them, not for the jealous them. For the betterment of we young picking them. For the cherish them, cause you know it's the future holds. The future is bright, and together we go make it so. Woman and people them, we for always live by you. For they show them love, attention and plenty more. For they support them in anything way that they do. Don't make them feel discouraged or do bad thing, we go change their mood.